Hey, Rob Allen here with Truck Mount Forums, and today I'm going to be interviewing Kevin Houle.
Houle, yep.
Houle, which sounds like
Cool.
cool. Okay, all right. That's the
Yep.
best way to remember it. So if
Yep.
anybody sees you on the forum or the group, they'll know it's Kevin Houle.
Yep.
Got it.
My nickname growing up was Cool Houle the Fool.
Oh, I heard that. I heard that. I'm sure you lived up to it too, didn't you? Hey, well, thanks for stopping by,
Anytime.
first of all. And I think it's always very interesting to members, I know it is to me, to get a little bit of backstory about someone.
Absolutely.
So you can get to know them a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
And so I got a couple of questions for you I'd like to go over. Number one, how did you get started in carpet cleaning?
So I'm second generation. My dad started back in the 70s, and he used to work like 80, 90-hour days. So
Cleaning carpets?
cleaning carpets.
Wow.
He did janitorial work too, but,
Okay.
but get into the carpet cleaning business. So the only way I got to hang out with him was go to work with him on weekends. So I think at about 12 years old, I started jumping in the van with him and doing
Wow.
some jobs. So I've been cleaning carpets since I was 12 years old.
And
So
how old are you now?
47.
47, okay. Wow, that's a lot of
I had to
years
think
in
about
there. I know, right, right. But I hate to put you on the spot, but
That's right.
does help people to see the type of experience
Sure.
level that you do have. Okay, a couple more questions. Number one, what method and what equipment are you using?
So we do hot water extraction.
Which is a staple in the industry.
Yep. We run portables. We do a lot of high-end work. Plus we worked in the city, so we did a lot of work in downtown Boston. And because of parking issues and trying to get equipment into the jobs, we
Right.
ran portables. It worked for us, you know. Yeah, I'd love to own a truck mount someday, I guess, you know.
No,
for
it is-
commercial jobs, I get on some of these commercial jobs and I'm screaming bloody blue murder saying
Oh,
that,
I
you
can
know,
imagine,
the
yeah.
portable's just not enough, but you know, the portables nowadays are a lot different than what we started with back
Oh,
in,
absolutely, yeah,
way
yeah.
back in the 70s
No
and 80s.
doubt about it. They've come a long ways. No doubt about it.
I think we started out with a 100 PSI pump and one
Yeah.
vacuum motor.
Yeah, what do you have now?
So I'm running the Mighty with the 500 PSI and then the 2 LX motors in it. So
I've heard a lot about those LX motors. Can you just tell us this in a nutshell real quickly before we move on?
sure.
Are they really as good as I've heard
Absolutely.
about them? Why is
Absolutely.
that? Is the
Well,
extra-
so I know some people, they take a portable and they're trying to run it as a truck mount, and they're keeping it in their truck, and they're trying to run 200 feet of hose, which I
I've
think
seen
is
it.
ridiculous,
Yeah.
all right? So in my situation, I'm running 25 feet of hose most of the time. Once in a blue moon, I'll add 50 foot of hose.
Going up
but-
to the high rises and
yeah,
stuff like that,
or
yeah.
whatever. But that's what a portable is. It's portable, and you
Right.
can only run short length hoses. I couldn't fathom keeping it in the van and trying to run 2
What's the longest length you can get off the machine you have now? 50 feet maybe?
I'm comfortable with 50 feet.
Okay.
But you know, I've heard rumors that people are running 150 foot with the same vacuum suction.
Well, you know, I can run 150, 300 feet off my truck
Absolutely.
mounts, but I noticed the difference each length that goes on there.
Absolutely.
So I think it's smart on your part to recognize that. That way you can deliver the client the best cleaning result and then get it dry as fast as possible too.
Absolutely.
Okay, so basically what you guys have done, you and your father, you found a niche, but apparently you're now on your own, correct?
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Well, we were going to kill each other over his retirement, so we split the team up 7 years ago. So,
Right. Like I told you.
but we work hand in hand. As a matter of fact, his guys are covering some of the work that I'm not able to get to right now. I got a couple emergencies that have already happened in the last couple of days, so I've just shot them to my dad's company. So
Good, and you know that's come up before on the groups many times in the forums. Working with family is not always easy, and if you can, it's a blessing. But unfortunately, even with myself, I have a couple of brothers who I help get into business. Sometimes you just have too many chiefs and not enough Indians, and
Absolutely.
people just have different viewpoints. If you can be on the same page, like my son and I, very fortunately, we are on the same page.
Yeah.
It works. If
Yeah.
it doesn't, you're probably best to recognize maybe early on. You think?
yeah, absolutely.
Early as possible. If you
Yeah.
feel like if there's going to be a differences and you want to go your own way, maybe go ahead and make that
Well,
transition.
that's
You
what
think?
happens. You got different visions, you know, and sometimes you're at different stages in your life. You know, my dad was at retirement stage, and I was at I'm ready to take over.
Right.
You know, we had different visions, different
Right.
plans. So
Right.
you know,
And I think that's great now that you guys can coexist. Sometimes a little uncomfortable at first. I know it was with my brothers and I, but now I finally realized, got to the point, hey, you know what? There's plenty of dirt to go around for all of us.
absolutely.
God made plenty of dirt for everyone,
Yep,
right?
yep.
So that being the case, we don't have to worry about it. Now, speaking of the forums and the groups, how did you find out about TMF? Never asked you that question.
Oh, I don't know, just from being on Facebook and just searching for carpet groups and stuff like that.
Okay.
I mean, I think I remember your old forum from website,
Right.
way back in the day before
Right.
Facebook days.
Yes, yes, it was. Mhm.
I guess I never joined it because I thought it was just about talking about truck mounts, and I owned a
Oh,
portable. So
I
I
never
said,
thought
well,
about
I don't
that.
belong to this group because I don't fit in. I don't know the truck
I never
mount.
thought about that. That does seem like a
I bet
limit,
you-
but we talk about everything,
Oh,
whether it's VLM, hot water extraction,
They're one of the best pages.
tile, grout, stone, everything. Yeah.
Yep.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
no,
Thanks.
I-
How has it helped you, Kevin? What'd you say?
You know, I love talking to the guys. I've learned some new equipment and things that I never knew about, you know, in terms of type of equipment, and a couple tricks here and there, things that I may have been doing wrong for 35 years.
Right, right. Now, I know there's one thing we probably can't teach you.
What's that?
And you're kind of recognized on the group as being a foremost spotting expert.
Correct.
I'm serious. I've never seen anybody who understands spotting as well as you do. So that's a very valuable thing. So members who are looking on, definitely make sure you reach out to Kevin if you've got some type of unusual spot. If I can't answer it, somebody else, just tag Kevin.
I take it I tell my clients this: if there's a spot I can't take out,
Yeah.
it becomes personal between me and the stain. Because after 35 years of carpet cleaning,
Right.
I've been at a client's house 5 times before, and she said, "Oh my God, I
Wow.
can't believe you." I'm like, I'm getting there, you know,
Wow.
because it may have been a stain that I had to keep applying a
Right.
certain product to, you know, and it was getting lighter and
That
lighter.
you can't over apply a certain
Right.
percentage
Well,
to it.
I was trying to be more cautious, and
Right.
I said, listen, if I play God, there's a chance of me ruining this, you know.
Right,
So I'm going to play
right.
it safe, but I don't want you to get aggravated with me because
Right.
I'm coming back, and I happen to be driving by here every day, so
Right, right.
I'll just pop in for 5 minutes, put a
Right.
little more on, and I'd take a picture and I'd compare and make sure it's working and moving in the right direction. But
Yeah, and if you don't mind, I'll maybe suggest or mention to them a certain example.
Sure.
With peroxide. If you're working with peroxide and you're working with some natural fibers,
Yep.
it's known in the industry it's a good idea never to pass 3%.
Yep.
So, but you have to allow that 3% to dry and then reapply it.
Correct.
So that's very noble of you to actually come back
Well,
over and
that's
over
the
again.
right way
But
to do it.
That's true, but you do have some very high-end clients, and apparently they pay very well up there, and that's great. So
Yeah, we got
you found your
expensive
niche,
rugs
Kevin.
too, though. But you know, there's a difference between ruining a $200 rug and a $20,000 rug.
Ooh, you ain't kidding. Yeah, yeah. I think I'll come back over and over again so I don't mess up that
Exactly,
rug.
exactly.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But-
Well, before we close out here, I'd like to ask you, what are your future plans, if you don't mind us asking, Kevin?
Well, I'm to the tipping point where I'm ready
And
to.
at the moment, you're an owner-operator,
Yeah.
correct? Okay. And there's
One-man
nothing wrong
show.
with that. I think it's great.
Right.
I just want people to understand that. It's very nice to have either be an owner-operator, owner-operator with a helper, or somebody who's a multi-truck. It doesn't matter as long as it works for you. I just want to.
Right.
I want people to understand. A lot of people think that I'm just mostly multi-truck because I am a multi-truck company myself. So go ahead, as you were saying, Kim, your future plans.
So I've been trying to run the books and do all the cleaning and all that stuff. So my fiance Maria, which you've probably seen her on the forums too, but so she's on the van with me now. So she's helping me set up at the jobs, and then she'll
Awesome.
run out to the van and take any calls or call people back, and then come back in and help me pull things down and
Nice.
whatnot. So but we're getting to the point. We had a really busy year last year, but I'm at some point going to have to hire somebody. But the reason why I'm down here right now is because I've got clients down in Fort Myers and Naples that I
That's right, you're
service
heading down there.
because the winters can be slow. It depends on. We've had a mild winter up in Boston this year. But,
Boston has mild winters. Come on.
well, this year we did. We had 2 little snowstorms.
Wow.
But, so I wait till the schedule dies, and then I jump in the van and I go down and visit my parents, which are down in Fort Myers,
And
just do.
and take a little cruise at the same
yeah,
time
yeah.
to
Well, I
Jamaica.
promised Maria I got to take her on a cruise every year now. But,
I think that's great. I mean, look at the flexibility the ownership of the company does for you. And,
Yeah.
you know, being, owner-operator, you're able to get away still, do some work down there, and take a cruise in the meantime. I mean, that's the life.
The game plan is once I get busy enough that I hire somebody full-time,
Okay.
I'll be able to have enough work for him to keep him busy throughout the winter up in Boston, and then I'll be down in Florida for January, February, March.
So you will be a snowbird.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the game plan.
You going to get yourself a golf cart and ride around down there while you're at it too?
I'll race Rob with the golf cart.
Yeah, you definitely have to come down here and bring your golf cart. We'll
yeah.
definitely race on it.
I'll fit that in the van too.
Right, right. Well, Kevin, I just want to say along with all the other members, but it's definitely been a pleasure meeting you.
Absolutely.
And it's definitely, and having you on the group is a huge asset.
I appreciate that.
And we really appreciate all the information and the help that you give the other
Awesome.
cleaners and stuff like that. Keep up the good work, man. Anything we can
All right,
do
sir.
for you in the future, don't
Absolutely.
hesitate to ask, okay?
All right, sounds
All right,
good.
buddy. Have a great day.
You too.
I'm Rob Allen with Truck Mount Forums. Have yourself a great day.